What's happening, family? Welcome to the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. And that's Ziggy. It's thundering outside, so he's shivering a little bit. He'll be alright. Storm just passed, how we do down here in Florida. In Duval, we rinse ourselves off every afternoon in the summertime. Today we had, our second day of school. Met this new assistant principal. He's a white boy. We had a white boy leave and a white boy come back. It's like you got to have at least one white boy in your motherfucking admin to watch and see what the niggas is doing. This white boy, I don't even like him. He looked like one of them motherfuckers that was wearing them masks, marching down there in DC, on the 4th of July. He looked like one of them motherfuckers, bald-headed, me and my two co-workers got the same feeling about him. Because they ran this little skit, you see. Because we doing group activities, and they ran this little skit about teaching while you sitting down. And then he came, his thing was to come over and show the other AP, who was a black woman, that it's not effective to try to teach when you're sitting down. So he told her to get up and leave and he'll take over. He said it kind of harsh. He said it like it was too comfortable. You know what I mean? And me and the 4 people, not just my coworkers in the back. Matter of fact, all the black people in the room felt it. The principal had to come in and save his ass. But don't none of us like that motherfucker. Because it ain't white boy season. It's just not. I don't know if y'all heard, but white boys is running amok. They found another black girl lynched in Mississippi. Yeah, in Mississippi. They shooting and killing black people with impunity. White people are. They're getting away with all kinds of shit. And if you dare defend yourself, you get 34 years in prison. At this point, white folks is beat. Not all white folks. You got to say that. You got to put the disclaimer in. But sometimes I feel like, qualification there. Sometimes I feel like when you say there are no good cops, because why don't the good cops turn into bad cops? Why don't the good white folks turn into bad white folks? I mean, en masse. So that we can move on past this situation. You dig me? Because it's almost like they're trying to bait us out into the streets or something. But they're really showing what depraved animals they really are, aren't they? I mean, seriously. They're showing what depraved animals they are. And history is going to show that. History is going to show who on the right side and who on the wrong side of what's going on in 2026. You feel me? I still don't feel like nobody going to go to jail for nothing. I really don't. And okay, people wilding on my street. I don't feel like nobody's going to jail for Nolan, and I don't feel like nobody going to jail for all of these other lynchings and unalivings going on around the country of black people, because they're trying to bait us out in the street. The only thing that to me is really showing is, I mean, like I said, how depraved they are, how evil. That's just straight evil. You feel me? I mean, they're supposed to be intelligent. Can't they see what they're doing is evil? Well, at the end of the day, all this shit comes from the top, you know. All this shit comes from Donald Trump, you know. This is all Donald Trump. It is. And Stephen Miller and J.D. Vance and the rest of them goons. But it's all Donald Trump. Because as the president vibes, so vibes the nation. I think I said that shit before, or some version of it. You get a president that's a fucking asshole and proud of it. See, I told y'all Ziggy would calm down. Look. Ziggy chilling. You get a president that's an asshole and he's proud of it, he gonna make it all right to be this way. This is just how it was when Ronald Reagan came into office. In 1980, white boys ran amok. They didn't do all this lynching, though. This is something new. This is something new. But, yeah. All coming from Trump. When Trump leaves, it's gonna take a while for this country to find itself again. But in the meantime, we finding out who the real animals are, aren't we? In the meantime, we finding out who the real murderous terrorists are. And instead of hoods and white robes, these motherfuckers got on, what they have on, blue shirts and khaki pants or some shit? Jesus, it's Christmas. I tell you what, though. Karma's a bitch. It really is. And this thing that they're doing is totally and completely unsustainable. They can't keep it up. They ain't, because they're gonna wind up destroying themselves. Because that's what always happens. That's it for now, y'all. I wish I had some better shit to talk about. But it is what it is. We got to keep our foot on their neck. That's it for now, y'all. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Say what's up to Ziggy. TC, and I'm out. Peace.